you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Kirk was a Second Amendment extremist. Following a school shooting in Tennessee in 2023, he proclaimed that mass death is worth it to have gun rights.
But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
Well, he's now a martyr for that gun cause. It was actually President Trump who broke the news on his social media site that Kirk had passed. Later that evening, Trump used the killing to threaten a crackdown against the left in a video released by the White House that had some suspicious cuts in it.
For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country.
Well, gee, I hope he's not talking about us, guys. Huh. Those remarks were made before anyone had been arrested, before anyone knows a motive. It's as though a plan is already in motion, regardless of who the shooter was. For all we know, it could have been Mossad, or an inside job by the White House to distract from the Epstein mess. I'm not saying that's what it was, but right now the range of possibilities is pretty freaking vast. And the fact that this looks like a sniper job and the person hasn't been caught yet makes it all even more suspicious. Trump's evil muse, Laura Loomer, who often previews positions before the president takes them, said on Twitter, quote, "It's time for the Trump administration to shut down, defund, and prosecute every single leftist organization. Charlie Kirk dies from his injuries. His life cannot be in vain. We must shut these lunatic leftists down once and for all. The left is a national security threat." Well, that doesn't sound good. Conservatives are obviously shocked by this. Here's Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson.
This is detestable, what's happened. Political violence has become all too common in American society, and this is not who we are. It violates the core principles of our country.
That's not true. Political violence is a very bad thing, but it's stitched into the fabric of this nation, actually. It had waned in recent decades. It's now roaring back, due precisely to a brand of politics that Speaker Johnson has allied with. The fascist project in the US, which is now in power, is a death cult. It foments violent incitement to dehumanize and eliminate large segments of the population that don't fit within class, religious, ethnic, and cultural preferences. It allies with capitalist and imperialist enterprises that produce widespread immiseration and death. Combine this toxic political ideology with U.S. cultural pillars of guns and mental illness, and unfortunately, this is the predictable result. This is the world Kirk helped create, the world all of us, including him, have to live in now. Well, he doesn't anymore. Almost every single liberal close to levers of power anywhere has condemned the Kirk attack and called for an end to political violence across the spectrum. The conservative reaction to the shooting suggests, though, they want more blood. Far-right influencer libs of TikTok tweeted, "This is war." Silicon Valley chud Sean McGuire, quote, "We're not supposed to say this, but the truth is, we're at war." And here was Fox News bobblehead Jesse Waters.
It's happening. We've got trans shooters. We got riots in LA. They are at war with us. Whether we want to accept it or not, they are at war with us. And what are we going to do about it? How much political violence are we going to tolerate? And that's the question we're just going to have to ask ourselves. Now, Charlie would want us to put as much pressure on these people as possible. Dana nailed it. This is unacceptable and has to stop. And it has to stop now. And everybody's accountable. And we're watching what they're saying on television and who's saying what. The politicians, the media, and all of these rats out there. This can never happen again. It ends now. Greg's right again. This is a turning point, and we know which direction we're going.
Waters would know about political violence. He had a brush with it about 10 years ago when he got beat up by Ryan Grimm. Anyway, the right will try to shape Kirk's legacy, claim he's someone who preached joy and positivity, an optimist, a servant of God. Already this myth is taking hold. The New York Yankees held a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk before their game Wednesday night. But it should be noted that among his final tweets were a call to politicize the murder of a young Ukrainian woman in North Carolina. Kirk blamed Democrats for the killing. Also, outrage that media outlets capitalized the B in black and not the W in white. And this post from a few days ago in which Kirk claimed, quote, Islam is the sword the left is using to slit the throat of America. Feel free to judge for yourself his contributions to the discourse. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog. Plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.